So the first step is to use the Photo Finish Primerizer from Smashbox. I use this to hydrate my skin and prep for makeup. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's really good to hydrate the skin because I do have really dry skin. I'm using the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. This is from the brand Colourpop and I'm in the shade Light 6W. I am using a tinted moisturizer because I want this look to be more on the natural side, so I want my skin to shine through. And the reason I want it like that is because we're creating the illusion that the sun kissed you, right? Like on your nose. So why would you have that if you have a heavy foundation on your face? You know what I mean? So that's why. So now with my beauty blender, I'm just gonna keep pressing that tinted moisturizer into my skin so it really blends with it. Now I'm going in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. This is from the same line as the Tinted Moisturizer from Colourpop, and I'm using it. Oh, sorry, it's the shade Light 45W, and I'm using it to cover up some hyperpigmentation I do have due to acne, and also to highlight my forehead and my nose. And I'm just tapping the brush on my face so I don't move the concealer around and leave the spot without covering it. Now, does this happen to you? Because every time I put concealer or foundation on my nose, it gets itchy and it's really annoying. Right now, I'm going to take that same concealer and I am going to apply it underneath my eyes just a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it on my lid too because I use the concealer as my eyeshadow primer too. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Why am I taking the concealer from out of the bottle and not the inside? Well, I did a mess, so that's why. Just ignore that and just keep watching. Next, I'm going to use the Maybelline New York Fit Me Press Powder. This is a matte and poreless powder. This is meant to be for normal to oily skin, and I have dry skin, but it doesn't like dry my skin that much, and it helps with the creasing under my eyes. And I'm also putting a little bit on my face to set the tinted moisturizer. Now I'm gonna use this bronzer that I received in a BoxyCharm box, and it's in the shade Palm Island, and I'm so sorry I did not show the bronzer shade. And so I'm going to slowly build this up because I want this to be a more natural look, so I just want it to look like it's barely there. Okay, just to help the shape of my face but not to overdo it. This is the blush I'm going to use. It's from the brand Ciate London, or however it's pronounced. I believe is the Marble Light, and then the shade is Dusk. It's like a pinky blush. And then with these is how I am going to create the sun-kissed effect. Now you're going to create the sun-kissed effect. So you are going to apply your blush in your nose and kind of like in the mid section of your face, because that is where you're going to get like tan or red if you go to the beach or just spend time outside like we do on summer. So you do this if you didn't spend time outside and you want to fake it basically. Moving on, I have the Milani Weekend Brow, and this is in the shade 140 Expresso. This is a marker for the brows, it's not a pencil, and it's really nice to create like tiny strokes to simulate hair. Sorry, I forgot to take a shot of the brow setter, so that's why there's a picture, but this is the Bear With Me Cannabis Sativa from NYX brow setter. I'm using this to hold my little hairs in place because they are really curly and sometimes they just go any direction. Next, I'll use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It's called Ayana, I believe. And this is the eyeshadow I'll use to create a really natural eyeshadow look. And I'm going to use the shade Harlow just to create some depth in my eyes. So I'm just with a fluffy brush from Alamar Cosmetics, I'm just like putting this really lightly on my crease and a little bit on the end of my lid, just to create like shade, but nothing crazy or anything. For mascara, I'm just gonna use this trial size Lancome mascara, and it's in the shade Glossy Black. And that was the last time I used that mascara because it's clearly, as you can see, not working anymore. This lip liner is from Jaclyn Cosmetics, it's in the shade Macaron, and it's pink, but it also has some golden glitter, so it's really nice. I'm just gonna put a gloss on top of the lip liner. This is a lip oil from Cap Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Honeydew. And I'm just putting this to add extra juiciness to the makeup look. Lastly, I'm using the Milani Make It Last Natural Finish Setting Spray, and I'm just gonna spray this until I feel like it's enough. So I swear I put setting spray on my face. I'm doing a little close up so you can see that I actually did put it. Now I'll let it dry with the help of my eyeshadow palette, and that will be it for this sun-kissed makeup look. Thank you for watching.